Looks like we are live. Okay, let's just give this a minute here. Let me go and get my coffee. Looks like we're good to go. Looks like we are good to go. Studio mode. No studio modes. CP's at 37. Yada yada. Let's put this. Let's put this. Let's get it going. Yo, what's up, users? What up, people? What up, Nikita? Dragomir? Just getting started here, man. Gonna listen to my little Mac Miller Donald Trump shit real quick before I get going. You know what I'm saying? Get my hype music going. I don't even have my headphones on yet. Yo, we're gonna get this thing started here in just a few seconds. All right. Got my coffee, feeling good. Got the Mac Miller Donald Trump shit playing in the background. We about to fucking get us. You about to get us something here today, boys. All right, so I'm looking at Dirty 30. And we got two possible things. As you know, I'd like to do a plan A, plan B, right? Morning. Oh, my wife's account. Oh, it says here I got 2 connected viewers, so I think there may be someone else is in here. So, but yeah, thanks for, exactly. Get your wife's account on there. Fucking hit subscribe. Go to your account and fucking hit subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We got to get these numbers up, son. Let me show you real quick. This is just me and you. Well, I was getting mad. Let's see what we got right now. If I go to the YouTube dashboards, it says I've got 145. So I'm trying to, we got to hit that 500 number. So you come on here and you go to earn. It says you got to have 500 eligible subscribers and 3 videos. I got that, but then you got to have 3,000 hours viewed. So I'm only at 76. Only at 76. We got a ways to go. But it's all good. Keep being steady. It's all good. Let's look at this Dirty 30. Oh, we got 4 in here. What up, 4 you? What up, 4 people? What's up? What's all present? Dragon's friend. What up? There. Thank you guys very much for stopping by. We're gonna try to fucking smash this another trade today. We got 2 yesterday. I think we were pretty much undefeated last week and pretty much undefeated the week before that. But I don't want to start on that bullshit. Right? We're gonna stay humble. That's so. In my book, on my journal, in my journal every morning, I write what I'm grateful for and all this stuff. And today I needed to remind myself that I need to stay humble. So that's today's theme for me, is to be humble and be blessed. So Dirty 30, man, I see this 2 ways. one, we're already in a trade from down here. We sniped this entry yesterday. All right. So I'm already in a position. I already took out a little bit of profit just to cover. Well, I had actually, no, that was gold. I took 2 positions. So I only took 1 position here. And I think when it got up here to this kissing candle, right where this green bar is, I took out half profit. And that's good to go, right? Like I took, how many pips is that? With 0 drawdown, or maybe 1 or 2, 3 pips, I booked 248 pips, it says. So I hit a little lick right there. I ain't mad about that. So now it's in this middle of no man's land. So this is where our A's and our B's come into place. Let me turn this off now. Mac Miller's over. I already had my jam. So this is where we gotta play the A's and B's. And honestly, I don't think this is gonna break for new highs because I see this Elliott wave starting to form. We had a first push, we had a second push, and now we're in the middle of making a third push. So honestly, what I think is gonna happen is it's going to respect this trend line, which is the higher time zone trend line. I think it's going to come up here and hit into this sell area and then sell off. And then we can look for this area because we have the 38.2 fib, the big fib, and the 61.8 on this smaller fib. And the smaller fib is from the bottom right over there. So we've got a couple fibs there that are lining up in this little purple spot. So we might see a push up, a rejection, and push to here. And honestly, I don't think it's going to hold this, but we might see a reaction. That might be like the end of the day. Maybe it's going to come all the way down to here. I'd like to see it come down to here. Well, I mean, let's be honest. I'm already in a position. I like to see this thing set all-time highs, and I'd be fucking happy. But if it doesn't, if it gets into this sell zone right here, and we're starting to get in the oversold, and it starts to give us some indications that it's going to sell off, then I'm going to close this long and pop this sell. By the way, this is just for training, right? This is not financial advice. So you guys see a financial planner. This is just what I'm doing. This is just, what I got going on. So yeah, I think that's really what we got going here is it's, high, low, higher, low, lower, low. And I don't think this is going to hold. Either it's going to get smashed and it's going to turn around, or it's going to smash. It's going to keep going to the moon. Either way, I see that getting taken out. So that's kind of my plan A right there. Plan A is hold the position that I already have and let it go. Plan B would be to catch it at a better position. I should not have moved that fib. Let's lock that. So the fibs that I have drawn here then is from this bottom right here. Let's come out one time frame. Let's go to the hour, make it a little easier to see. All right, let's zoom up here. So the fib that I have is from this spot right here. So that's one fib from there to there, the top. And then the other fib is from the bottom. Okay, and as you can see, these starting to line up. This 38 lines up here. This 50 and the big fib 38 lines up there. And so, okay, so then what I did here is I look. So on this particular move, like on the Elliott wave, I like to measure the second leg of the move. And if that's one leg and it retraces, and this is the second leg, look at where our TP is. We have the first TP, which is going to give us a double bottom. So, okay, maybe we trade the double bottom. We're allowed to trade double bottoms, or that depends on, again, on the RSI. And if we get oversold situation, we can start playing the double bottom, which would make perfect sense. That'd be the third leg, the end of the Elliott wave, and the TP for that second move. If we don't have it oversold on the RSI and we have no other indications, it's probably going to dip down lower, in which case the final TP is sitting right here in our buy zone. We have the 78.886 buy zone. On the big fib, we have the 50%, which it loves, and we have the TP on that second leg. So we've got 3 different confirmations sitting right there before we even start thinking about divergent or the RSI. So that could be another very good spot. So it's starting to stack up for sells, but after I think it hits one of these key zones, and then it's going to pop. So what we're going to do then is, we're already in a buy, so we just sit on our hands. But if it comes up to the sell zone and starts giving us some sort of indication, again, I think we're going to sell. And then we'll start to look to get out of those sells in this area for further buys. It could also be the territory where if we do catch a sell, we leave a runner for the next 4 or 5 months. Because, I mean, look at all that. I mean, look at all that green grass and glory, my coach used to say, down below. And if we zoom out just a bit, you see that we have a hell of a run. This is 23 is a hell of a run that hasn't been soaked up yet. If we come out even further, we still haven't corrected this push from COVID. So that is and I told you guys all this shit is just Fibonacci's. So everyone freaked out when we had this huge sell off because of COVID. Well, it's just correcting this huge bull run we have after Trump won the election. Market went crazy. Well, the market corrected itself. No big deal. And then it hit exactly the fib zone. And then what happened? It took off. And now look what happened. It's at the 61.8 extension, which is right here. So this move has now retraced and hit its full TP. So there's lots of reasons why this could be the top. Market sentiment, people thinking that things will turn around, war with Russia, blah, 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 Biden sucks, the whole deal. I get it. This could be turning around in this area. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. Obviously, you can see price. Let me just remove this. Price is just a bit higher, but I mean, we're within 100 pips or something of that gigantic fib. So this could be the area where we catch a sell and we just don't ever close it for a very, very, very long time. But in the meantime, I don't know if that's the top. So we'll play it. We'll just continue to play our odds, and we'll continue to leave runners to the downside. And again, I don't know how long this is going to keep pumping, so do what you want on your runners on the buy side. So that's the plan. That's the plan for today, right? On US30. Our plan is we're already going to buy here. Let it go. But I'll look to get out of this buy in this area right there and potentially have a sell if the market gives us a sell opportunity. Let's just say it just shits the bed right now, then we start to look for areas. We got 3 little areas right here we can start to look for entries. If this holds, I mean, this could hold as support right here. Okay, so it could hold right before that, and if we fib this top to bottom, that's going to be the 88.6 area, which would be right in this little. Well, let's just do it real quick. I know we've got fibs going everywhere now, but this is how it's done, gents. So there's a 70. There it is right there. So there's a 78.6 is the reason why we bought. There's the 88.6, which is also this 618, which is also that 38. And this is also the TP. We've got like fucking 5 fibs sitting right there at that one area. So we're going to delete all this BS, and we'll just leave this little square right there. And that we know that that's a potential area. That would be the third leg of the fib. It does not hit TP, but it would give us the 88.6 right before this. Again, it all depends on the RSI now, guys. We know that these zones are here. We know that this is here with the 27 extension. We know that's there, and we know that's there. So it really depends on the strength of the RSI, and then go down to the 1 minute or the 3 minute and find the divergent, and then we pop our buy. Or we wait up here and we sell. Okay, I think we've covered that pretty well. NASDAQ is pushing. So what did I say last night? There's only one possible trade here. The only possible trade is it's doing what it's doing now. It breaks below, it pulls back, and you find a fib zone, in which case you would have a very small stop loss. Unfortunately, it did not break as low as I thought it would. So I'm not taking this trade. It's not overbought. It's way too close to liquidity. It already grabbed some, and it's pumping back up. There's just no way you can do this. The only way to do this, which is super risky, you're basically just gambling and throwing away your money at this point, is if you try to draw some sort of fib, let's say right here, right, that sell off, and then you'd probably enter right now, to be honest with you, and then your stop loss would just be, let's say you enter right here at the 886, your stop loss would be right there. Okay, so you're going to risk that many pips. I mean, it's a good risk reward because honestly, your TP is down here. So I mean, it's a 5.5 to 1, but just know that that's there's probably a 20% chance you're going to actually hit that trade. So you're going into it with a low percentage of actually hitting it, but at least there is an opportunity there. So what is the risk if you guys took this? So I mean, if you have a micro count, or you want to just throw like a half a position, you can risk 50 pips for hundreds of pips. I'm going to save my ammo. And be patient. But there is one there to be had if you took it probably right fucking now. It's only 50 pips. Come out to the 2 hour, and let's just look. Okay, on the 2 hour, come on. We're still streaming good. one push, two push, and it hasn't even made the third push of the, yeah, so look, first push, retracement, second push, retracement. It needs to make this third push and hit an all-time high, clear out this liquidity, and get into one of these fib zones up above before it turns around. And it's not oversold. It's not oversold. So taking a sell now is purely rolling the dice. It's just pure gambling. So do what you guys got to do if y'all want to do that. I'm good. I'll sit on my hands. Let me just, why are all this shit on my charts? I guess, oh, this was for the training that we did the other day. I was wondering why all this stuff is back here. I try to keep it a little cleaner than that. What? Let's delete this. We don't need this. So yeah, guys, I see it setting a high today. And unfortunately, we missed that buy yesterday. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm not going to take that sell. Let's look at Goldie. Goldie, so we're still in buys down here, and gold seems to be pushing up. It is having some trouble breaking this zone. Let me get a little closer. As you can see, it's starting to find resistance right here at this 61.8. What it is, what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. We're already in a buy, so let's just hope that it breaks. If it doesn't break, so where's our plan A and our plan B? As I'm stuttering this morning. Retard. I didn't mean that. Okay. So we're in a buy. We caught a super snipe entry on the buy. And where are we going to look to turn around? So we know that at least this is TP1 on our buys. All right, so we're in that buy. This is a fair value gap. This is a huge area right there. So if I was looking to sell, I would probably pull a fib from here to here. All right. And so what do we do always? And Mr. Dragon there knows that is now our liquidity spot. We want this to get taken out. And then this is actually an order block. So we'd want this price to come back up and test this order block before it sells back off. We know that gold loves the 78.6, okay? So I know that this is my red line for TP2. I'm actually going to adjust that to there. Let's pull these away. Let's pull these back. And so we're in buys. Let's label them so we don't get confused. I'm not going to get confused. Maybe someone else will. I know what they are. All right, here we go. TP2. Okay, so I think this buy that we're in is going to come to that area. The reason why I'm not 100% confident that it's going to break all of this consolidation, excuse me, these wicks up top where this liquidity is, I just don't know if it's gotten low enough. I just feel that it needs to go. Let me go to the 2 hour and make it a little easier to see. I just feel that it needs to break all this down here. Like, see this buy zone that I have below, which is like a bigger fib? I just think that all of this, if we just draw a box, I just think that all of this is just sideways consolidation, right? I mean, just if you look at it this way, it's just BS back and forth. Now, even though it's BS back and forth, we can play our strategy all day long and just pop, pop, pop. Now, I don't want people to get into the habit of saying, oh, it's up top, we sell, it's at the bottom, we buy. That's wrong thinking. We have to find the structure inside of here, and we have to find liquidity inside of here so that we take good buys and good sells. We don't want to take these sells right here just because it's at the top, because this is very easily smash through liquidity and get you, just like we didn't take a sell, right here. Like, we didn't take these sells because we would have got smashed. So let's continue to play our trend, even though our strategy, even though this is just a big consolidation back and forth. I would like to see this pop either way. And so I don't know if it has enough power right now, because it doesn't appear to, because look, it's stalling and coming back up. I don't think it has enough power. So what I mean by that is it needs to get liquidity. So what does it need to do? It needs to come up here, maybe get these people out of these trades, get back into this order block here, and then it'll have enough steam to pop below and clear out all this stuff. And we're going to hold this over here as support and get into this. And there's your TPs on this downward push. Okay, there's your TPs, which is also the double bottom. So I'd like to see this push up, like I said, to TP2, and we start to look to scale out and leave a runner, and then smash through these blows, get into our buy zone, and then hopefully it has enough steam after collecting all of this liquidity to smash through and set a high up here. And then in which case we have all this liquidity and we have this high, we could get a double top. So I'd love to see that. And this is also the TP zone for that big fib. So we have to build these scenarios in our head so that when they start to play out, we can take advantage of them. Now we can obviously change the scenario and we adjust, but at least we have an idea of what we'd like to see. We have an idea of where liquidity is. We have an idea of what the market needs to do and what it's telling us, because right now it's stalling. So I don't think, because it did not, guys, because it did not break these highs where I have this dotted line with the money symbol, because it did not break right here, it did not have enough liquidity to get up there. It didn't have enough strength. The seller stepped back in. So what does it need to do? It needs to go get more liquidity. It needs to buy lower then. So it needs to clear through this. Well, guess what, guys? It didn't do it. So this whole in between is just collecting orders. It's collecting buyers and sellers, and it's going to smash them on both sides. Well, in the meantime, we can jump in and play it until it gets back up. And then when it gets back up and then it needs to smash people below, then we start selling. So we're collecting money in the entire time in the middle, but we need to know that really it needs to come down to here, and really it needs to come up here. It needs to break through this stuff. So it's why we use our fibs, and we have a larger target. So this is the importance of stacking fibs on top of each other. Is not only do you come in here in the small time frames and Elliott waves and get your entries, but it's very important to be able to back up and look and say, okay, well, where's the real fib? The real fib's from that top to that bottom, and this is our real buy zone, which is below all this bullshit consolidation. So that's where we need to be playing, right? So we can take our money in the meantime, but that's the goal. And then on the same thing, if you draw a fib from the bottom to top right here, okay, we know that it loves the 78.6, which is right here. Now look, guys, now your TP for this up move is right in the middle of that buy, of that sell fib. That TP is right there. So what's going to happen? Well, we're hoping that this is going to come down. This is a leg, right? That's the first push, and it hasn't broken. This is just retracing and giving us the second leg of the Elliott wave. Maybe the second wave hits right here and then comes back down, and then the third wave gets up here, and then we sell again. Okay, so we paint these pictures in our head. We understand the Elliott waves, and we understand where the fibs are, and so we ping pong this son of a bitch back and forth, bing, 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 and we take very calculated risk. We take very calculated entries. We have very small stop losses, and we be patient and we hit it. And that's what we do, guys. That's what we do. So I'm gonna delete this big fib. I don't want to get the charts too crazy right now. And let's come back inside here. I hope that explains it. If you guys have any questions about that, please put it in the chats, because I can see you guys' chats. And hopefully I can explain it some more if y'all do have questions. But right now it's stumbling out the 618. Look at the 618, how it's respected. And what's it doing? It's respecting it, which is cool. It's just getting orders to either do what? Come down and pop up, or hopefully come down and pop up, or come up and then pop down. Well, I don't want to say hopefully come down, because we're in buys. So hopefully it just fucking shoots off. We'll look at GJ real quick. We're still in a swing position on GJ, and we're still in profit. Still in profit. So again, I took my second entry here. I took my first entry up in here. I took a second entry right in here. Unfortunately, it's stalling, but it is what it is. I don't really give a shit what it does, to be honest with you. I've been saying that the whole time. When you enter a swing position, the only bad thing about this is on GJ sells is I'm paying swap fees. And so the swap fees are eating up a lot of my profit, which is a bummer, but it was an okay trade. We had a double top. We played the double top. I see all this area down here that is virgin, that hasn't been touched. I see these sell candles that haven't been touched. And so it's giving me at least hope that it's going to come back down here and touch these sell candles, and I can take some good profit. I don't know if it's going to come all the way down. I'd like it to, but then you also at the same time see these big wicks down below and all of this liquidity. So, really, I'd like to see this. So I took my second entry right there. Really, I'd like to see this come down to at least here in this area to hit that wick. And that's a 13-to-1 trade. Oh, God, I hope it hits. I hope it hits. So, guys, news is out. Let's see what's up 2 minutes ago. I wish I'd have seen that 2 minutes ago. But obviously, it's not moving much. Where's NASDAQ? NASDAQ is just dicking around in the same area. It's not oversold. Even on the 15 minutes, it's not overbought. I said sold, but I meant bought. And the same thing for Dirty 30. So we're in buys on Dirty 30. What we're looking for is to get out of our buys up here in the sell zone and see if we can't find a sell to come down here and clear liquidity for all those guys who are just joining on, right? So it doesn't seem to be much movement right now. Maybe it's waiting for market open. Again, we're in buys down here at the very, very bottom, and we're hoping it breaks all this consolidation. I mean, it's trying to break it. Okay. Let's just check news real quick. Again, guys, this is just for training only. This is not financial advice. Go see a financial planner if you need that. So Thursday. So today is Tuesday. So we don't have any news today or tomorrow. No wonder why the volume's been shit. Thursday we do have continuing jobs, initial jobs, whatever, and then CPI. So we'll have some movement on Tuesday. Jesus, not even news on Friday. That's crazy. I haven't seen hardly any news this whole week. So we have news on Thursday and we have news next Tuesday. So let's see what happens in the meantime. But we're going to just do what we do, guys. We're going to continue to play our fib zones. We're going to look for liquidity, and we're going to play the RSI. So I threw this out to the board apes. Hopefully there's some apes in here. I hope you guys are in here. And we're going to go over Solana because you guys all give a damn about Solana. And so this is getting down to where we're looking to buy. We'll come back out to the higher time frame on Solana. And as you can see, we're stuck in the middle of this consolidation area. I'd like to see it come back down and give us like a head and shoulders. And if you guys are in Solana, you're not everyday traders like we are. A head and shoulders means it comes down. This would be technically inverted head and shoulders. It sets a low. All right. Like here, it comes up. Then it sets a head, which is the lower part. It comes back up to that shoulder, and then it sets a shoulder, and then it pops off. Okay, so if you look at it the real way, you're supposed to be looking like this: shoulder, head, shoulder, gone. Okay, so they would consider this they would consider this area the shoulder right here, because that's the top of the two shoulders, and they would consider this what's called the neckline. All right, which is this area right here, and that's how you get a head and shoulders. And this looks like what it's playing out to. Head, upside down head, inverted head, back up to the neckline, hopefully back down to the shoulder, which would be this, and it plays out in the fib too. I mean, if you look, that's a 61.8 on the fib, and then it pops off. So that's what we're playing. We're playing a head and shoulder. We're just waiting for it to get down to the shoulder, and it's also a psych level 80, 89, 90 range, and so we're playing for that. If you also look, you guys know I love drawing the fibs, and I look for TP zones. From this push down right here, the initial push down before it retraced, our TP is right there, the 27s. It did already hit TP. I mean, look at how many times it hit TP, but it just lets you know that zone, that 27, also plays in with the 61.8. So, I mean, that's a good zone. I'm not saying it's going to hold it. I hope it holds it. I'm going to play my odds that it holds, but it might not. So we're looking for the $90 mark, right around the $90 mark for, I literally just go and put more money into it, like real money, not leveraged money. And we hold it. Okay. So let's get back to the small time frames and see what we got on 30. Okay. So again, what we're looking for is 30 to break through. I don't necessarily know that it's going to test this trend line, because by now we want it to get higher than the trend line. So the trend line would actually have to be like up here area, which isn't, inconceivable, because it's not that far away from that top. But I'm not really counting on the trend line. I just have it there just for a visual reference. And again, maybe it sets this double top of the 61.8. We are starting to get overbought on the RSI, but I really want to see it overbought on the hour, and we're nowhere near that. So I don't know what we're going to get. We might have to wait till 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning or something. Again, here we go, guys, on the NASDAQ. And even on the 15-minute, it's not overbought. It's just impossible to sell it right now. You're purely gambling if you're doing it. But it's one of those gambles, like if you hit that trade, you hit sell right now, you'd be the only one in the world doing it. And maybe you catch a banger and you could strike your shit, I guess. But I wouldn't suggest it. There's just no, it's just too much room for it to go up higher. in the same. I mean, look at it. Just so much consolidation right there. I think that people want to call it a fake out candle or a liquidity grab. They want to call it all this shit, but you have to understand that if you use those terms, I don't think you truly understand what the market's trying to do. The market wants to hit this area. It wants to break these highs because look at how many people are selling right here, right? You have a huge amount of orders selling right there. You have a huge, I mean, look at this just dip, huge amount of orders selling right there. All right, guys. So there are people, there are retail traders, there's all kinds of people. Look at all this sells. Look at that sell off, just massive sell off, right? So the market knows that there's all these orders right there, and there's a lot of people that have stop losses. A lot of people have break evens. So if it comes up here, if you're in a sell, then you're buying. You're on the flip side. So if these guys want to sell, they need to get up here, knock all these people out, and then that gives them the liquidity because there needs to be someone on the flip side of the coin. It gives them liquidity to now push the market the direction they want. So if they want to short sell, all these people would technically be getting out of their trades, aka buying. Now that's why they're pushing this up. They want to get them out of their trades. They want all these buy orders to hit, which are really stop losses and break evens, and that way they could put their sells in and hit it down lower. So it's not so much a market manipulation. It's not all the things you fake out. It's not what it's doing. It's just getting liquidity, right? So people can say that, oh, I got wicked out because of the market manipulation. No, it's you didn't understand liquidity, and you didn't understand you're entering your trades at liquidity. And guys, we don't want to enter our trades at liquidity. We want to enter trades once liquidity has been taken. All right. So for all these people who are thinking they're rocket scientists right now and they're taking these sells, they might hit some pips. They might hit some pips, but that strategy is, in my opinion, is not going to last long term. And so if you wanted to do this, by all means, go for it. It's a hell of a risk to reward ratio. I'm not saying it's not. If you want to be risky, by all means, take it. I'll be more patient and wait for all this to get taken, then wait for the RSI to get oversold. See if we can't find some sort of fib level or some extensions off of these, and then I'll sell, and then we'll catch, instead of catching that move, we'll catch it from here, and then we're going to target liquidity down there, right? I'd rather just be more patient. We don't want all the trades. We want the best trades. What's up, baby? Good morning. Say hello to the... Uh-oh. Okay. You're okay. You're okay. Can you say hi? Can you say hi to other people? Say hi. Say hi. She's going to be a fucking beast trader when she gets older, guys. She's going to murder these markets one of these days. Oh, you're okay. Let's see what gold's doing. Where's your mama? Say hello. 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 Who are you calling? It's the joys of live trading. You get to see my daughter in the morning. Okay, guys. So we're pretty slow right now. We've caught the 2 entries that we need. I think I've given you guys the plan. I think that the best plan now is looking for sells on 30. Let's see if we can get a push up on 30, and in which case I will scale out of my longs only if the RSI and if the confluences are there. If not, and it's not oversold, then we're going to hold this long and try to set new highs. NASDAQ, we only have... What, baby? Watch the quarter. Clean your leg. Clean your leg. There we go. Thank you. Okay. NASDAQ is only one thing we can do, and it's sell. Only one thing. I mean, let's come to the 5 minutes just for the shits. So on the 5 minute, we're getting to the overbought territory. But if you look, I don't think we're not even divergent. So, if you wanted to be this risky trader, your high is getting lower, but the RSI is not getting higher. So the price needs to be going higher with RSI going lower, and we don't have that. So we're not even divergent on the RSI. So NASDAQ is just nothing right now. Sorry, guys. Again, we have to be patient. We want the best trades, not all the trades. And we're in Goldie. There we go. Hey, so if you guys are new, I see I got 11 people in here. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. We're trying to hit that magical 500 mark on YouTube. If I got 500 subscribers and enough watch time, then I can start getting paid out on YouTube, and that's the whole point of this. I don't charge for signals. I don't charge 3-day training courses and all this BS. I do this for free for you guys because I think, honestly, I'm putting out a lot of good information, and I wish I had this when I was a young trader. And hopefully some of the stuff that I'm showing you guys with the RSI and the patience, we're not taking the trade now, even though there's a double top. Like, hopefully these things rub off, and that's why I don't charge, because hopefully one day YouTube will just pay me, right? Like, I can. And then if you guys think about it, if YouTube pays me, then I have an income, then I make these videos, and then I write stuff off on taxes, and like, it helps, right? So I need to have an income just besides my everyday trading income, and I do have a job. Besides that income, the extra income basically is for taxes, because now I can start to write other stuff off, let's say I have a fucking boat and I make videos on boats. Well, now I can write the boat off because I'm making YouTube videos and blah, blah, blah. So, I'm doing the YouTube thing so that I can produce videos, I can teach you guys, and it helps me in the back end. So if you have a wife, if you have a girlfriend, tell them to pull up their YouTube and just subscribe. I need the 500, all right, guys? I appreciate it. But honestly, I feel that if I keep doing this, I keep calling out these trades, the name will spread. Like, people will realize that, hey, I'm showing you guys real information. I'm putting the real stuff out there, and I'm not BSing around. We're taking trades, and we're taking good trades. And even if we don't hit every single trade, we take L's here and there, the strategy makes sense, the thinking makes sense, and the way I'm explaining the market to you guys, and the moves and the fibs and the Elliott waves and the liquidity, all this shit will set in, and then you could throw your own little sauce on it. You could throw your own trend lines and whatever on there, and you guys can start banking. So thank you, Stefan. Thank you, Fire Punch. Hit the notifications. Yeah, hit the notifications. My daughter's name is Fallon. Over the trade, and you're helping become more. Yeah, man, exactly. More patience, brother. That's what I'm saying. And honestly, the guys that we trade with in the Discord, I'm sure most of you are from the Discord. Man, we're eating over here, man. We're eating over here. So if we come over here to, you come over here and come in here. I said, who's in profits? And I think yesterday is like, yeah, look, he's in profits. Anyone in profits? I'm in profits. Chris in profits. D's in profits. I know Fausto's been killing it lately. We're in profits. Not that I'm trying to put any of my peoples on blast, but Juan's like, yo, look at these right here. Snipe. Look, I'm done for the week. Although he's talking about he's done for the week on, 1 day's worth of trading, And this is my homeboy. He goes by the name Bitch Tits, my buddy I went to college with. Crazy in NFTs. And we're getting on all these other Discord servers and looking at NFTs. He's telling me right now that the biggest NFT, this pump, is going to be on the Bitcoin blockchain. And they're figuring out how to do what's not called smart contracts, it's called dumb contracts, but it has like an encryption. And he goes crazy on all these NFT stuff. So if y'all have some NFT stuff, man, maybe what we'll do is we'll make a video on NFTs, and I'll post that up. Y'all put it in the comments. If y'all are on Discord, hit me on Discord. And yeah, the Bored Ape guys, if I have any apes in here, how do I join the Discord? So download Discord, right? And then a lot of servers on Discord you can join for free. You search them and you join them. Let's say my buddy here, Stefano's probably been my longest and best mentor. I'm pretty sure you can just join Stefano's Discord. There's not a whole lot of activity on it, but he has one set up. Wolves of Profit. This is my buddy Jordan. He has a Discord. Just search Wolf of Profit, and he has a free section on here, free Wolves chat. You guys can collaborate there. Bored Ape Solana Club. This is the one that I like a lot because I own these NFTs. If you come into Bored Ape Solana Club, we'll start at the top. You have to buy the NFT. And once you buy the NFT, you get into their Discord. So this is, if you guys are new to NFTs, this is very important. Buy an NFT from a reputable source, from people that have built a community. If you go to their Discord, they've got tens of thousands of people on their Discord. They've been around a long time. If you guys are buying these mints on these NFTs and they're not from a reputable source, you're probably going to get the rug pulled out from underneath you, and you're going to get screwed. And 90% of the NFTs, probably more than that, are fake, and they're just BS NFTs. if you buy something like the Bored Apes, you now have access to this Discord. It's giving you a reason to own the NFT, which is very important. Once you come in here and now you're in here, now you've got all kinds of people. You've got chat, you've got marketplaces, you've got different tiers for what rank you are and how long you've earned your NFT. Right here, we've got the trading academies. I'm always posting on those charts. There's all kinds of stuff. They also give away stuff like Taco Tuesdays. If you have a certain NFT that has a certain trait, you can apply and you get free tacos. So it looks like this one's the Evil Knievel helmet or something. You get tacos. They have movies, theater Thursdays, right? If you have a Bored Ape that has the 3D sunglasses on, you can get free movie tickets. The glasses on. I actually own one that has glasses on, and so these glasses right here, you can get free movie tickets. If you have one that has a certain trait, there's all kinds of shit, right? So you come in here, but you want to make sure you own an NFT that's giving you value for what you own. And yeah, and so I'm also in the Pip Connect. So you have to pay for this Discord. The owner here is Andy Peters. I have my own channel in Disconnect. You see right here, that's my name. It's my own thing. This is where I post all my markups and my trades. YouTube links when I'm making videos, whatnot. Most of you guys on here know this, but this is for the rest of the YouTube world. You come on here, you sign up with Andy Peters, you go through the Launchpass bot, and then not only you get Andy Peters and what he's looking at, which is the guy is a multi-million-dollar trader and just smashes, like he's one of the top traders in the game. You get his live Zoom calls, his, he's you get access to him, which is very rare to do. You get access to a multi-million-dollar, very, very high-end trader, but then you also have the chats and the communities. We have the different ones with just indices. You have all these other guys in here chatting it up and talking about trading, and then you have guys like me. I'm in here. I have my own tab, and this is where I post up my stuff, right? And so just for you guys, like yesterday, I posted up my US30 entry. That's the trade we're talking about right now in US30, sniper entry, right? This is the gold entry yesterday. I had 2 entries. I already closed this one out, but I kept my bottom one. Banging entries. So you just download Discord, search for servers, search for people. If you have NFTs, search for their Discords, and there's just a wealth of knowledge on there. So hopefully that answers your question, my man, Steven. So shout out to the 11 people that have joined the Discord or joined the YouTubes today. And if you're just joining in, I think the numbers have been pretty constant, but we're in these gold buys. Maybe we'll get a dip down, but we're really hoping these gold buys to pop, and perhaps we'll see some sort of consolidation and sell opportunities up here in this area. Gold loves a 78.6, and so we're hoping to hit TP 1 and 2. We're just right in the middle. There's just no volume. Yeah. Thanks anytime, Steven. If you ever have any questions, man, y'all put it in the chats. I'll try to do my best every day to get to those comments in the chats. I think it's been a couple days since I've looked at them, but hell, it is what it is. Dirty 30. Let's push, dude. Let's push. Come on, Dirty 30. We're in these longs. We have this consolidation. Let's break this shit and let's go. Again, I'd really like to see this break, and it's getting overbought, but I'd like to see this break, and we get up in here. That's only in the 15 minutes it's getting overbought. I'm not really worried because we're at the 50% on the 1 hour. Again, so guys, with the RSI, but you start on the 1 hour. I mean, you go to higher time frames and look for your zones, your liquidity, and build your fibs, but do not take a trade in either direction unless your RSI is damn near or at the overbought, oversold. As you can see here, this is damn near, right? We really want to wait to make sure that look at this RSI. See how it's so close? Well, look what happened. That's this area right here, and it did nothing. That's this area right there, and it sold off, but then it came right back and smashed it to do what? Set the real high. That's when it's that's when it's now overbought, right here at this top. And that's what? That's the real entry. There's the entry. So we don't want to mess around here. We want to see this thing get overbought, or vice versa, oversold. And to sweeten that pot up, let's just make this a little bigger so you guys can see. This now is divergent. So you could have looked for an entry here. You would not have been wrong, okay? But when you start to see this second and third touch on the 3 touch on the RSI, as it's also still divergent, that's like a fucking money sign. The cowbells go off. Take that trade, especially on the 1 hour. I like to see it on the 3-minute, 5-minute. If you can get a 3-touch divergence on the 1 hour and it's in your zone, oh, that's the full, I don't want to say full leverage, but that's when you should put in your full position. That's when you put it in the full position. So here we are, this 38.2, 2 different 38.2s, which is pretty rare. Oh, it's because it's on the sell side. That's why. Let me delete that fib. We already know where our sell zone is. So let's see this, guys. Let's see this pump up. That's the plan for today. This is the pump, and we sell right here. All right, guys. Wherever we get our sell at, and if we're playing this zone right here, okay, wherever we get in, we need to make sure we have a proper stop loss, right, guys? So if we're going to play the 78, which we should probably play the 88.6, or cut it in half, our stop loss should just be right here. All right, it shouldn't break that. Well, I mean, definitely shouldn't break this. Right? And if you wanted to be conservative, maybe go a smaller position, give yourself a larger stop loss. It should not break that. What a mess. Well, I mean, it's not a mess. It's just doing its deal, you know. It's just doing its deal. But it should definitely not break this. But I'm going to play it like that. All right? Because that's the leg. This is clearly the move. All right? So when you look at these fibs, you look at the move. From this top to this bottom is clearly the move. I mean, look at how fast and how aggressive that was. So should we be playing this fib? I mean, perhaps we could. This is holding the 61.8. That's holding the 50, you know. But I think we should just play this one. It's just a personal opinion. I think we should play this one. Because that would be the first leg. That'd be the second leg. It's going to retrace and hopefully give us a third leg. So I'm willing to take that chance. Right? I'm willing to take that chance right there. So that's what we're waiting on. That's what I'm waiting on. And by then, I will have good profit in US30. I mean, if I hit this, if I do this, I entered right about here somewhere. If I take it out there, I mean, we're looking at 369 pips I caught. So I'm not mad. That would more than cover, if I get in a sell, that will more than cover my stop loss on a sell. Even if I lose that second trade, I'm still in profit. So we all good. We all good. Goldie, screwing around. There's just no volume today, guys. It's just one of those days. Just one of those days. Market's not open. We still got 30 minutes to market open. All right, guys. So that's the plan for today. You know, this is why we get on the morning calls, is so we can have a plan. A lot of times we hope to have already got into an entry. We actually got into our entry yesterday, and so we're just letting these positions ride. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to get off here, go play with my baby, and if this market gets closer to our entry points, let's say at market entry in about 30 minutes or right after market entry, I'll throw out another link, and I'll send you guys a message on the Discord so we can do that. But more than likely, there's not a whole lot of volume. We do have a plan. Just play that plan, guys. Play your fibs. So on the 30, come up here, look for sells, and then on Goldie, we're already in gold buys. So we can start to look to scale out of gold buys and try to look for sells up here, but I don't know if that's going to happen today. I'm hoping for the rest of the day this thing just keeps tinkering on up. If for some reason some crazy volatility comes out of nowhere and smashes through our break evens, then look to buy down here. That would be a swing position we're going to keep for several days. And same thing, if we catch this sell up here, look to hold that all the way through these lows, all the way down here. That might take a couple of days. So if you get into a buy down here or to a sell up here, know that this is not going to be an intraday trade. We're going to want to hold these until it clears liquidity. We got to have the fucking brass balls, right? We got to have the nuts to hold these. I'll see you guys if we have something else, or if I see something else come back up, I'll send out a link, or I'll just let you know that it's in the YouTubes. And please do me a favor. Please like, please subscribe. We didn't have any entries today, but it's okay because we're still letting our other entries go, and we have a plan in place, which is the most important part. Have a plan, play the plan, and that's what we're talking about, guys. Thank y'all very much for coming by. I'm truly grateful for you guys, and I love doing this for y'all. So y'all have a good afternoon.